Hi guys, welcome back to a brand new season of the X-Files. We're on to season 5. Obviously we left it in a very unusual place, not knowing what was going on. And the start of this season, I'll just give you a heads up now, is a double 2-part episode to begin with. So obviously we're just going to concentrate on the first part right now. But the question is he or isn't he? Let's go find out. This is episode 1.
And that the pursuit of these greater truths about the existence of extraterrestrial life might even reunite us. A belief which I now know to be false.
I don't believe that.
In the extreme. Might it be more easy tonight to bring this journey?
I believe it's the truth surrounded by lies still.
Agent Mulder.
Yeah.
There's a matter of security. Something I hadn't anticipated.
Who are you?
Are you listening, Agent Mulder? Are you hearing me? We can't speak right now. I have reason to believe that these...
Did they give Agent Scully this disease? Did they do this to her because of me?
They may be listening, Agent Mulder. Agent Mulder.
He's kind of busy.
Why are you sitting in my bedroom in the dark?
It was too crowded in my apartment. I couldn't sleep.
I'm not kidding, Mulder.
Good, but neither am I. Apparently somebody thinks my life is interesting enough to put on videotape. My apartment's been under electronic surveillance for at least 2 months. Look at this. Courtesy of the U.S. government.
Have you contacted anybody at the Bureau?
I can't do
No.
that, Scully. I can't go to the authorities with this. It just doesn't lead back to the military. It leads right back to the FBI. I caught him trying to destroy phone records on which the same number was called 17 times.
This is a PBX operator of the Bureau. You give them your faith and you're supposed to trust them with your life.
Yeah, well,
There are those who can be trusted.
there's that.
What I need to know is who among them is not. And if my part has been a deception, I have never seen her integrity waver or her honor compromised. But now, I ask her to lie.
Yeah.
To the people lying to us.
But how long does this lie
A
last that
dangerous
we
lie
realise
to
that's
find
not
the
Mulder?
truth. The military connection to the conspiracy we had pierced was now undeniable. As long as they believed Scully's lie, that it was me lying on that floor, I might learn truths here. But if our lies were discovered, both Scully and I would be discovered with them.
He had information about the discovery of what Agent Mulder believed to be an alien corpse. He said the body was part of a hoax.
Whatever you're withholding,
You give
you'll
him
be
an
asked to
name,
explain yourself tonight
he'll be dead for the
at a
days out.
joint FBI panel I've asked assembled on this matter.
Someone at the FBI is involved. This man, Osselhoff, was in contact with somebody I
How'd you get his card?
After I shot him.
I found it on a dead man.
You have access to everything, Mr. Mulder. Things I
Let's
don't.
go.
Things I can only tell you about.
I need to know who did this to Scully.
What you can have. What you may find is so much more than that.
Wait a minute. Why would someone, a DOD employee who has been obviously asked, requested, ordered, whichever, to do the surveillance on Mulder be someone who also happens to have level 4 access? Would they not be above that and be sending someone else?
7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th.
Or 189?
They came into the PBX operator. The first was at 11:21.
I got 5
Oh.
calls matching those times and
Oh,
dates
130.
transferred to an executive level extension.
Whose? Would Assistant Director Skinner be at that extension?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. Doesn't mean it's Skinner, though. It could be someone just using his bleeding office to make it look like it's him.
Take care now, Dana.
I think you might want to come down here to the lab. There's something I know you're going to want to see for yourself.
DNA from home.
Virtually
Everyone.
every American born since 1945.
Yeah.
Every immigrant, every indigenous person who's ever given blood or tissue to a government doctor. The military needed something to deflect attention away from its arms strategy. Global domination through the capability of total enemy annihilation. When the Russians developed the bomb, the fear in the military was not for safety at home, but for armistice and treaty. We needed a reason to keep spending money. When there wasn't a war to justify it,
They're
we
still
called
at
it
it
war.
now.
The more we denied it, the more people believed it was true. Aliens had landed. A made-to-order cover story for generals looking to develop the national war chest. Do you know when the first supersonic flight was, Agent Mulder? 1947. Soon, every experimental aircraft being flown was a UFO sighting. The bioweapons used in the Gulf War were so ingenious as to be almost...
Oh, they've gone further than that now. We got
developed out of
drones.
this very building.
And all these reports of abductions, you're saying they've all been lies?
Well, not lies exactly, but citizens taken unsuspecting and tested. Of the very elements of life, DNA, yours, mine, everyone's.
And why a hoax? Why create hard evidence, an alien body that could be disproved?
The body you found was so good, so believable, that only a directed scientific examination would have proven the fraud. I paid the price, Agent Mulder. When my son came back sick from the Gulf War, that was my retribution.
Yet still, all that was a very good scene. All the information that he's just passed along there as to how it was the perfect opportunity for them to start continuing progress and R&D with their war machine, because that's what keeps the economics, that's what keeps the country strong and at the top of the food chain as regards the most powerful country in the world, blah, 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 blah. But within all of that, I still believe there is a secret that is the lie that is surrounded by those group of guys, including Cancerman, in that room, that really is aliens, that there is some sort of plan, and that the lie has caught up to the truth. And they're the ones who are controlling it. I don't know the specifics. It's frustrating.
Seems I've been left out of the loop.
Left out?
You were watching Mulder. You had a man on. I've always kept Mulder in check. I put this whole thing together. I created Mulder.
Agent Mulder is dead.
I think he did.
Our FBI source confirmed it this morning.
Never underestimated Mulder. We still don't.
Because we couldn't identify it as either plant or animal, only as some kind of chimeric hybrid, they are not classifiable.
There we
What do
go.
you mean? You said there was mitotic cell division.
When the cells began to divide, they didn't just multiply. They began to go through the stages of morula, blastula, gastrula.
What does that
They
mean?
began somatic development?
Hoping not only to lay bare this
You're not just gonna find a load of locked doors.
behind it, but to finally learn the truth about the possibility of intelligent extraterrestrial life. Somehow save her. The very existence of this cure would mean with certainty that I have believed in a lie.
What? You gotta be kidding me. Holy shit.
Was this organism extracted from the ice which had entombed the alien corpse
These all
the germ
fake.
cell that might give proof of extraterrestrial life? Or was it just the opposite? You said that the unclassified cells you looked at under the EM were full of virus.
Right. What are you looking for?
A match. Why are you following me? Is this more dirty work you're doing for the DOD?
Why don't you tell me something, Agent Scully?
It
Why don't
ain't
you tell me
that.
what you're doing here?
I want an answer from you.
I want an answer from you.
This isn't your job.
My job is to direct the agents under me. Your lie is on record, Agent Scully.
And what about yours?
On my desk, I have the pathology and forensics reports for the body found in Mulder's apartment.
It ain't him. He knows.
Now, you have to answer for yourself in 5 hours.
About the men behind what happened to me. About my abduction and the tests. About being exposed to something against my will. About being put on a table and having something implanted in me.
That they're still doing.
And then you're gonna use me as I've been used all along. To preserve the lies.
Where is Agent Mulder?
I don't know.
I could only guess at what Agent Mulder may have uncovered on his own. What he may have found to confirm or deny what he has long held to be a conspiracy to control the public inquiry into the government's knowledge and contact with an alien race or races. And as I am ready to lie to them about Agent Mulder, I am also ready to confront them with proof.
If Agent Scully and I had been led to believe that the conspiracy meant to destroy us has its roots in the Department of Defense, that fact seems all but irrefutable now. And now, as I have reached the terminus of this space, what appears to be an old and antiquated filing system
It
seems
is.
my only hope of finding what this man Krishkow has assured me exists.
He used the subterranean access to breach the Pentagon.
Are you sure it's him?
I can't ascertain that. Do you want me to apprehend him?
Don't do anything, don't say anything.
I'm on my way.
I'm on my way, yeah. And I also don't know what I'm looking at there either. Is that a
I don't
match?
understand.
My DNA hybridized with the viral DNA from the cell culture.
It is.
But that means
Yeah,
the material from the ice core sample.
yeah,
You'd have to have DNA from the unclassified chimera cells in your own body.
correct.
I know. 4 years ago, Section Chief Blevins assigned me to a project you all know as the X-Files. We're fueled by a personal belief that his sister had been abducted by aliens when he was 12.
Who told you that Mulder had been taken in by a hoax?
Yes, sir. He told me a story which detailed point by point was that the cancer which had been diagnosed in me several months earlier had metastasized. And the doctors told me...
You know full freaking well.
It would continue to aggressively invade my body.
Okay. I wasn't expecting that to happen. Oh, that's your doing, isn't it? Let him go.
I'll have security stop him at the entrance.
No, it's okay.
No.
Okay, let him go.
Yeah.
Agent Mulder died late last night from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head.
You've been given a disease.
Yes, sir.
There are accusations.
Extremely serious charges.
Oh,
Yes,
fuck
sir,
off.
but I have proof. What I have here
Watch them try and deny this.
is proof undeniable that the men who gave me this disease were also behind the hoax. What I have here is scientific evidence.
Oh, fuck. Shit. Not now. Oh, hell. You have the medical scanner thing?
What? What is it?
It's deionized water. It's nothing more than that.
Well, we knew it was going to be part 1 of 2. I really enjoyed the way they put that episode together, narrated by the pair of them, which was able, because it was done that way, to give us far more information than conversations between them would have taken place on screen. So, Cancer Man's pissed that he was kept out the loop. The only thing that gets me is, so you've gotten into level 4, whatever. You've traced from the card, from hers, and then you've gone and found those samples of whatever we thought we didn't know what it was. And they have had time to swap them out knowing you're going to be there. I mean, ionized water? I thought I was getting... that they were getting to the root of some of this here, and now everything that Mulder's just gone is a waste of fucking time. This series is dumb high headed. I still think, though, that Chief Blevins, or whatever his name is, the one who recruited Scully in the first place, this is all him. And the extension that came back, the PBX extension number of the person involved in the FBI, was it made from Skinner's office? Doesn't mean it was Skinner. There's no way. So, part 1 of 2. I guess we will get some sort of... I would normally say resolution to this, but with this being what it is in the X-Files and the storyline and the conspiracy, is there going to be any resolution, or is it just going to be more of the damn same? I don't know. And now Scully's collapsed again. Watch this space. We'll be back for part 2 in a few days' time, and we'll discuss it further, because I don't like going into it too much halfway through a double part episode, because then usually it all turns around in the second part, and what you thought was right wasn't, especially with this series in particular. So I do like Michael Critchgrow's full explanation of everything right back to the end of the Second World War, and all the different key points that he made as to how America became the continues to be the superpower it is, with both military, economics, everything, and how all of the lie that was perpetuated since Roswell has been a perfect cover story. But there's more within it. We know there is. Like I said, all that, if you imagine all of that, that's all been released as a lie and a deflection for the whole mass population to believe there's UFOs, and allows them to continue with their war machine and their backing and their funding and everything to be hidden. And all these sightings are just secret military aircraft. Like he said, the first supersonic flight, when you think it was actually right back in the 1940s, which is not accurate. If you imagine all of that is the layers of a cake, but there's one big truth in the middle that we can't get to. Still. Anyway, if you want to watch this in full length, I'm sure you know by now, just check the link in the description. You can go watch it over on Patreon. I will be back with part 2 in 2 or 3 days' time. Can't wait to see the outcome of this two-parter. It does feel very, very different as we've headed into this season as to where we are now, and the realising, the pair of them, that to be able to even get a rung on the ladder with these people, you've got to start perpetuating the lies that they do, and they do it so well. They do it so well. Right, if you've not already subscribed to the channel, guys, we are on a brand new season of the X-Files. If you're enjoying this trip down memory lane with one of the best sci-fi series ever created, by all means, please hit the subscribe button. I would appreciate it, and to give the video a thumbs up. I will see you for part 2, episode 2, in a few days. Take care.